I'm Ron Brandon, owner and founder of Kingston Royal. I'm at Calma, West Hollywood today. I'm about to do a little drop-in. My experience as an African-American owner in the cannabis industry, it varies. To me, it's kind of regional. You still deal with some of the, systemic, values that, exist in this country. Depending on what region you're in the state, you'll find different, you'll have different experiences. Hollywood loves Kingston Royal. Hollywood loves what we do. We actually were founded and started out here in Hollywood, and I moved up to the Bay in 2015. And I will say this, as deep-rooted as the culture is in Northern California, you still have these segments and these pockets. So where there's gatekeepers who, slow things down for you. That's the best way to put it. People that'll slow things down for you. Some areas you get to, the reception is well. People have open arms, welcome you, and some areas not so much. So I've been in the cannabis industry for 15 years, so trust me, like my inspiration definitely, evolves from, the plant, but being involved and watching the industry grow into what it is today, I've been able to, develop new skills. And outside of just, dealing directly with the plant, the business of cannabis is, really inspired me to further educate myself, further acclimate myself, and really get in tune with what's happening on the corporate side. I feel like, people like myself who have been in this industry since the very beginning, I think it's very important for us to continuously play a role and climb that ladder and become, CEOs and, deal with the people who are trying to normalize cannabis, because the danger there is that it'll get too normalized in a sense to where it'll be out of touch with the people like myself and consumers who've been involved since day one. I believe the future of the industry is normalization and federal legalization. At some point, they'll drop the the state lines and make it federally legal, and you'll see brands like Kingston Royal start to become multi-state operators. I mean, we're already moving that direction right now, getting ourselves settled in different states, the bigger markets, New York, Miami, Florida, and definitely Illinois, states like that. We haven't moved out to Oklahoma just yet, but I think the future is interstate commerce. There's a lot of opportunity in the industry. I would say find your niche, find your place. Be true to yourself. Find what it is that really inspires you. Don't get secondhand information from a friend that says, hey, I think you'll be good at this. Like, really get involved, like, from the ground up. I mean, there's so many different areas, to touch, whether or not it's manufacturing, cultivation, whether or not you want to work in retail. I think a lot of the available opportunities in this industry, they lateral over to other different industries, but there's nothing like the cannabis industry. Nothing moves the same, the margins, nothing's the same. I think just getting involved and, not rushing into it, especially if you plan on being here for the long run. If you're a license holder, if you're getting involved on the licensing side and you want to start a brand and you just want to run a business, take your time. Contact the right people. Contact somebody like myself, somebody who can usher you through and help you not make mistakes that a lot of people make, mistakes that I've made. But luckily, early on to where, we're in the position that we are right now where we can help other people get their brands off the ground. Kingston Royal, to me, is the tagline, inhale originality, exhale your reality. And that just basically means that if you're thinking it, you can be doing it, just having that originality piece where, a lot of people are afraid to be themselves. I mean, when we got started in this industry, just the name alone, we wanted to do something completely different than the direction that everybody else was going at the time. We stuck to it, and it took us an entire year and a half to really dial in the brand and behind the brand, right? And it, came full circle back to the point to where it was just a reflection or an extension of us and what we do and what we strive for in life, as creators. The first tagline that we had was cannabis for creatives. I got started back here in Los Angeles back in 2009. First cultivation here in the valley, and me and my former partner, we guys carry that brand, Ball Family Farms. I mean, we're in the entertainment business first, right? We got into cannabis secondary to support what we were doing on the entertainment side. So cannabis for creatives just came naturally, right? We grew product for our friends, the entertainers, the musicians, the actors, and for me, that legacy still lives on. So we created a brand that it's for inspiration, right? People that are looking to add that little extra enhancement to when you're in the studio creating, for people who are just looking for something to calm them down so that they can get to what inspires them and helps them create more. That's what Kingston Royal is. Kingston Royal enjoys and definitely appreciates this relationship with Calma. I mean, honestly, you guys are building a culture over here that's very unique and I think is necessary for the cannabis industry. Just the fact that I think you guys get it, and not that I know that you guys get it. You guys have been very, open armed and welcome to us, and that just says a lot, and not everybody's gonna get it, and that's totally fine. But this relationship is very unique to us and special because you guys do.